In the dead of night, inside a freezing shed in Paris, Marie Curie would sit alone, staring into the dark, not at candles, but at her drawers. Inside them, tiny glass tubes, glowing. She once wrote, "They looked like faint fairy lights." But those lights weren't magic. They were hungry, beautiful, silent, invisible, and they were eating her alive. She didn't just discover radioactivity, she lived with it, carried it in her pockets, kept it beside her bed, and in the end, the thing that made her immortal is exactly what killed her. Before the world knew her as Marie Curie, she was Maria Skłodowska, a poor immigrant surviving on tea and bread. Then she met Pierre, not a love story of roses, but of iron rods, chemicals, and fire. For 4 years, they worked in a broken shed. No ventilation, freezing winters, boiling summers, ton after ton of radioactive rock, stirred by hand, every breath they took, filled with something no human had ever faced before, invisible fire. By 1903, they won the Nobel Prize. The world saw geniuses, but look closer. Their hands burned, their skin peeling, their bodies failing. Pierre once said, some mornings, he couldn't even dress himself. They thought it was exhaustion. They didn't know. They were being destroyed from the inside. Then came April 19th, 1906, a rainy street in Paris. Pierre stepped forward, slipped, and in a single moment, he was gone, crushed instantly. No goodbye, no warning. Marie didn't scream. She went, silent, cold, empty. Still, when his blood-stained clothes were returned, she sat alone in the dark, cutting pieces of them just to keep him close. And yet, she kept going, back to the lab, back to the work. She took his position, won another Nobel Prize, became the most famous woman alive, but inside, her body was breaking, and no one could see it. When World War I began, Marie didn't stop. She built mobile X-ray units and drove them herself to the front lines, saving lives while exposing herself to even more radiation. Years passed, and her body began to fail. Her blood turned against her. Her hands, too damaged to work. The woman who discovered radium could no longer even hold a test tube. On July 4th, 1934, Marie Curie died, not from war, not from disease, but from her own discovery. But here's the part that still haunts the world. Her notebooks still exist today, locked away, too dangerous to touch. Even now, they are radioactive. Her fingerprints still glowing in the form of radium-226. Her books, her furniture, even her kitchen items are still lethal, and they will remain that way for another 1,500 years. Marie Curie didn't just change science, she gave her life, atom by atom, to a world that didn't even understand her. She once said, "Nothing in life is to be feared, only understood." She understood the light, she just didn't know what it would cost her. And maybe the most haunting truth is this: the glow she once admired is still glowing today.